Hey, Nick here, Animal Engineering. Today is first day of the build, so with the project I think I'm going to start off, first thing I'm going to do is separate the van body from the chassis and just get rid of the heavy chassis. I'll make up like a little dolly, some caster wheels to move the actual body around, and then we can piss the chassis off outside, get it out of the way. But yeah, so I think we'll tackle that first, get the body off the chassis, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, first thing I've got to do, just having a quick look, got all these panels on the floor. They were just held in with screws and that, so we'll pull them out, we'll get those panels out, and then see how we go. Everything with this is rusted to hell, so I'm expecting it to fight me a fair bit here. Right, so I had a little bit of play there for a couple of minutes. Straight away I knew I had to change my tactic a little bit. So just ducked down to Total Tools and picked myself up an impact driver kit. So yeah, as I sort of predicted, these are all fairly well seized in there. I'd imagine they haven't been apart for probably decades, really. So yeah, the old impact driver. You can see like all the screws are just full of crap and stuff from years and years of just sitting there like sand and what. Really, when you start getting these out, you need to make sure that there's no sand in your slot. You need to clean your slot thoroughly. No one wants a sandy slot when they're screwing. Sandy slot, screwing, bad combo. So yeah, just clean the slot out. Like, you got a bit of shit in there. Sometimes it can be hard to get the right size fillet head. Like, you might have one that's too small and it seems right, but because it's full of crap, you should actually be going to the next size up. And if you just start wailing on it with a head that's too small, it's just going to strip it out straight away, and then you're stuffed. As with a lot of screwing operations, a little bit of lube always helps too. So sort of go through. I've been through the van and sort of pre-lubed up a lot of the bolts that I will be undoing. But yeah, it definitely helps to just give it a bit of a squirt, let it soak in for a bit. And yeah, so just go around, give them a little bit of a whack, break them free, and it just makes life a lot easier having the right tool for the job. So one pretty awesome thing that I have been finding as I've been working through this today is what appears to be maybe the original colour. We had sort of thought about doing a two-tone, like a creamy colour and sort of turquoisey green, which is pretty awesome that that's possibly actually what the van was originally. So yeah, pretty see if we can polish that up a little bit and get a colour match and see if we can actually match that factory colour. Yeah, I've been going for several hours now already. I've got a bit of the stuff under here. Got the steering rack and all that disconnected now, so that's ready to sort of lift up. I've got a couple of linkages inside to carry on with. But as far as this area here goes, it's almost ready to lift up. And from what I can sort of see underneath, other than the stuff here, there's only about 5 bolts down both sides to undo, and then see what happens when we go to lift her up. All right, well, we've been at it for about 6-7 hours now. I think I've got all the gear linkages off, steering is all disconnected, so it should just be the main hold down bolts going down both sides. I think there's 5 or 6 on each side, so yeah, so we'll undo those 5 bolts on each side, and we'll see if we can lift this body off. Alright, well, that did not want to play the game at all. So we'll chuck a bit of heat on him, see if we can get him to crack. Yeah, normally if you get like a bolt that's rusted and seized up like that, normally if you throw a bit of heat onto it, this allows it to expand and sort of break its grip on the bolt there. Sure, as you can appreciate, that wasn't very pleasant at all. Yeah, but we've got them all off. There's just two small ones here, 2 little ones. We'll get them undone, and then we should be good to rip her off then. Alright, so we'll just chuck the old wheel there back on, drop it down, and then see if we can pick the body off. One thing to note, what is currently the driver's side, soon to be the passenger side, all the wheel nuts on this side are left-hand thread, so you've got to go righty-tighty to loosey-loosey. Trying to find someone under there that's not just rotted out and somewhat solid with a bit of a mission. Alright, wish me luck. Well, that was going pretty good, but the back one, the floor's a lot higher than the front, so sort of catching on the outer skin of the van before it's taking purchase on the actual floor. So if we keep going like that, it's just going to do unnecessary damage to the actual skin of the van, which I'm trying to keep. So just going to try and pack that back up a bit, and then we'll go for another go, but it seemed like it was going pretty good. hoses at the front there, gonna cut them. Alright, so it's just a radiator support beam. You can see it just down in there. Don't know if you really see that, but yeah, that's just sort of catching on the panel work or the inner skin there. So just quickly whip that off. There you go, success. I'll tell you, it is cooking in here. I don't really know how hot it is, but sweating my nuts off. All that chassis out there, we'll get that outside and have a bit of a clean up today. And then yeah, we'll come back to it and we'll make up a bit of a frame, something we drop the body down onto. And yeah, we'll carry on. If I go out that door, I'll get bogged. I'll heap of sand right at the front of it. That would have been a miserable end of the day. Holy dooly. What a mission. But how good does it look? Oh, pretty excited, not gonna lie. Been a couple of years waiting for this. Might just drop it down onto some tile. I'll sweep up first, I'll come back. I'll sweep up first, have a bit of a clean up before I have some fun. So just had a quick dirty clean up. But yeah, I think you can see where I'm going with this. These wheels, those are like 18 inches, but they, man, they look tiny. Real tiny, don't they? The little training wheels, 18 inches. So yeah, obviously these aren't the wheels I will be using, but yeah, I just want to have a look at it, to be honest. So yeah, we'll drop it down. Looks like one of those weird, you know, those cars, the old Cadillacs you see that are jacked right up. Anyway, we'll drop it down. How fucking good does that look? Holy. Yeah, these vans, they're just designed to be airbagged, these things. Well, rims actually don't look too silly once it's down, they don't look too small really, do they? Oh, so good. So it's probably just a little bit lower than ride height at the front. So at the back there, that'll probably be about ride height, about where she'll sit driving along normally. The front is a little bit lower, but I've just got it sort of chopped up with the hoist there at the moment. But oh, it's always awesome when you just spend a day pissing around. And at the end of just one day's work, even though I haven't really achieved a great deal, I've just taken the body off the chassis, mounted, you know, sat some rims under the arse end of it. But you get to the end of the day, and you just stand there and you can see your vision. You can see it happening. So good. Yeah, we have a hatch pretty much where that window is at the moment. We have a servery hatch open up. Serve beers. Here you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. Woohoo. Alright, well, so next day, that's enough for today. I'm cooking. But yeah, still got to build a frame, put some caster wheels under it so we can actually move it around in the workshop still. Yeah, so we'll get on with that. I was going to carry on the video and actually get down some caster wheels so I can move it around the shed a lot easier. But I've sort of come this far and I've decided to sort of carry on with the body work. So in the next episode I'll be ripping the interior out. It's got interior panels, so I'll be pulling them out and trying to get a bit more of an understanding of how the van was actually put together in the first place. So yeah, if you're keen to watch that, stick around. New episode will be coming out in a couple of days. If you've pulled one of these apart before, drop a comment below. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see how they've been built in the past. Some of the steel is, you can see on the front here, someone's maybe put an aftermarket windshield wiper on at some point, but there's a hole here. I think it's about 3 mil, 1/8 of an inch thick. It's crazy. So yeah, I think I'll be just carrying on with bodywork on this for now. Trying to get a lot of that stuff tidied up, the rust cut out, bits and pieces. And then yeah, once I've sort of got this to a stage, the outer skin that we'll be using, I'll move on to shipping the SS and doing the custom chassis. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and look forward to seeing the next episode. Cheers for watching.